Thank you Daishinkan and Grand Zeno for meeting with all three of us. We have a situation. It involves now ex-pharaoh of Azteca Anubis. He was recently diagnosed with bone cancer by the temple physician only for him to pass away 2 weeks later. And it wasn't a natural death either. It's not how he died that's our problem. It's who he traded his life for. Elizabeth II, the former monarch of the UK and the Commonwealth, that passed away last year.
Her resurrection wasn't even part of Operation Bana Bridge either. We didn't even know about it until we found it in his notes. And he didn't even talk it through with us. So by him trading his own life, for someone like Elizabeth II is going to have ramifications not only in the world of mortals, the gods as well.
Agreed. Hence why we came to both you and Zeno to seek counsel on what the next steps are.
And he did it without you and Lady Nephthys' knowledge, while Operation Bana Bridge was still being initiated. He never considered the fact how you and the rest of his family would feel once he passed away. The Reaper even asked him 2 times if he was sure this was what he wanted, knowing the repercussions that would follow if we found out. Regardless if it was to prevent Denwen's resurrection or not, trading his life for the late Queen Elizabeth II's, that is almost unheard of. What do you think her son Charles III is going to think when he hears his late mother is not only not dead, but living in another country that isn't her own? It's gonna cause the biggest outrage the world of mortals and gods has ever seen, and we're going to get the blame.
With all due respect, Daishinkan, but would you rather have Lord Anubis be in tremendous amount of pain? Lord Anubis had good intentions of why he did what he did. He did it for one reason, as you just said, to prevent Snake Titan Denwen's resurrection, an Aztecan deity that has more of a fearsome reputation than Apep. He can even burn an entire Pantheon to the ground if he so desired. There is no telling if what Lord Anubis did save Azteca or put us in further trouble than we already are with this ongoing war with the Darkia Empire. So what's worse? Anubis sacrificing his own life to prevent Denwen's resurrection, or what the Darkia Empire are currently doing?
That matters very little, Crow. This is the second law Anubis has broken 3 months apart. Not only did he not stop Apep from sending Oedipus Rex 12,000 years into Azteca's past, which in turn split the flow of time, but told the Grim Reaper flat out that he wanted to trade his life for someone else's. As a god like Anubis to even consider that as an option is unacceptable. His judgment is up to the Omni King to decide.
Originally, when a Hawkeye Shin, let alone a god of destruction, breaks 2 of the universe's laws back to back in such succession, I would have that individual erased in an instant. But, because Anubis has been staying out of trouble for the most part, we're not going to treat this like we do with other gods. Daishinkan, this is what I want you to do. Have Kansu find Anubis. When you find him, question him as to why he thought resurrecting Elizabeth II was his only option to prevent Denwen's resurrection. If whatever answer he gives does not satisfy your position, you are welcome to punish him at your own discretion. But do not kill him, as he's technically already dead, since he made the deal with the Aztecan Grim Reaper to trade his life for Elizabeth II's 48 hours prior.
Your wish is my command, great Omni King. You heard the Omni King, Lord Consul. Find Anubis, and when you do, bring him to the very place where his coffin now rests. We celestial gods have a very specific way of dealing with rule breakers, Hakaians especially.
That's if Nephthys, Chrono and I can't even find him. Knowing Anubis, he could be anywhere.
You sure our training is going to have any effect against the Darkia Empire, Lord Anubis?
If we are to achieve any form of victory against Aviv-Paradox and the Darkia Empire, I wouldn't have resorted to training with you if this wasn't a problem.
Anubis, you have a lot of explaining to do.
Father? What are you doing in Universe 7? Aren't you supposed to?
That's all various bullshit. You've been causing nothing but internal anarchy within the Order for the past 3 weeks. First the diagnosis of you having bone cancer, then you advocating at Pharaoh. Now you're surrendering your own life for Elizabeth II. Because of that, the mother and I had no other choice but to seek out Daishinkan and Grand Zeno on how to handle this situation. And if there's one question I'm gonna ask, it's this. What the fuck were you thinking?
You did what?
You heard me. Myself, Nephthys and Chrono seeked out Daishinkan and Grand Zeno because of his careless actions.
I don't have the slightest clue what you're talking about.
If it wasn't you, then who the fuck was it?
With all due respect, Konsu, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. Anubis has been here in Universe 7, training with me for the past 3 weeks to prepare for war against the Darkia Empire. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But you, Apep and the others have been deceived.
It must have been the work of the individual I had stepped in for me while I was here. I didn't know how long I was going to be, so I recruited someone from Marabane to temporarily take my place as Pharaoh.
We were deceived. By a temporary replacement pretending to be you. I knew it. Your mother and I knew something fishy was going on. With the way your temporary replacement was handling things in your absence. What he did within the 3 weeks just confirmed it. I don't know how to tell you this, Anubis. But as of now, you are not Pharaoh anymore.
Wait, what? What do you mean? I'm not Pharaoh anymore.
Your temporary replacement. He signed a bill of abdication form in your name. Not only that, last week, he traded his own life for someone else's. Ragnar and I tried to stop it, but we were 2 seconds too late.
My temporary replacement signed an abdication form without my knowledge, made a deal with the Grim Reaper to trade his life for someone else's. Who did he trade his life for?
Take a guess. She was the longest monarch in UK history.
Queen Elizabeth Qurashi? The late monarch that died at Balmoral last year?
Yep. That's who he traded his life for. Daishinkan told me to find you and have you go to where your coffin now rests. But it's now your temporary replacement we're looking for. And I assume you're not joining us, Beerus.
That's for you, Anubis and the other Aztecan gods to figure out. As I don't interfere with affairs that isn't mine unless Zeno or Daishinkan say otherwise.
I think I heard enough. I'm going with you to Sphinx Falls to tell Apep, Venom and whoever else is there everything you just told me. It's become apparent that the replacement I had hired for the 3 weeks is causing internal anarchy within the Order. I'm sorry that you, Apep and the others were deceived by someone who you thought was me. We are going to fix this issue. And we're gonna fix it right now. Ciao the Aztec.
It's amazing how you were not corrupted by the dark virus when you and Dark Daniel. You Asgardians are something else. I'll give you that.
I have my wife Fray to thank for crafting that ward. Otherwise, I would have been someone else pawn like I was before. A predicament I have no intention on going back to.
I want to explain myself to. Wait, Ragnar, what are you doing here at Sphinx Falls?
You have a lot of explaining to do, son. You do realise that, right? Illusion has been crying her eyes out ever since your replacement staged your death in front of us. You could have had the decency to tell her you were gonna be gone for a few weeks and you were gonna have a replacement while in Universe 7. Not only that, Queen Elizabeth II of the UK is now alive thanks to your replacement. Regardless if you were gone for 3 weeks or not doesn't matter. You're fully responsible as Pharaoh.
How was I supposed to know my temporary replacement was going to do that? I would never do either of the two without signing off on it myself, and without your father's approval first. But enough about that. Where is Apep?
Seeing what your replacement did for the past 3 weeks? I wouldn't do that. Apep is going to have a very hostile reaction toward you. Just warning you now up front.
I have to agree with Nephthys, Lord Anubis. Apep isn't gonna take your return kindly, seeing he's Pharaoh of Azteca now. No thanks to your replacement.
Not surprised. seeing what my temporary replacement has done for the past several weeks. Father, take me up there.
Very well. Consider yourself warned of what your mother and Chrono just told you.
I'm sorry you had to be thrusted into Azteca's political life like this, Venom. Me and Lilith had no idea that we were gonna be thrusted as Pharaoh and Empress of Azteca again this soon. When I took you on as Hela Bithia's enforcer, this was the very thing I swore to avoid. Guess this is something we'll have to take head on now Anubis is gone. As if being in the war with the Darkia Empire was stressful enough. Now for this to be dumped on all three of us the very same day.
It's fine, Apep. You don't have to beat yourself up for it.
I just don't want to make the very same mistakes like I did the first time. I told you the story before. It ended with Khonsu sending me, Hassim and Shah here to Mahbane for 12,000 years. I would have been Pharaoh by the end of the year anyway. Just the timing of it is off in my own personal opinion. So what's our next move in terms of the Darkia Empire?
Well, I say we train in the Astral Chaos. But we might need to spy on the Darkia Empire to see what they are planning.
We also need to plan how the three of us are going to train with our prospective training partners, since we're all going to be in the Astral Chaos at the same time.
True. Any ideas?
I do, as I've actually fought in the Astral Chaos before. It's a universal mass and there are plenty of places that you can fight at. You can fight either at one of the neighboring planets there, or the infinite space. As long we don't end up colliding into each other, we should be fine. Doors open, Khonsu. It's just me and Venom.
Venom, Apep a word please.
You think this is fucking funny, Anubis? Faking your own death! You arrogant, diplomatic piece of...
Hey! What the fuck? What the hell was that for Apep?
He had that coming, Khonsu. Don't act so chill-various just because Anubis tells you to.
A symbiotic arm? So you were hiding a symbiote this entire time? You're going to answer one question right now. When did you get it and how long did you have it?
I had this symbiote the entire fucking time, ever since I fought Venom, 10 months earlier. I kept it from your diplomatic traitorous ass knowing you'd react this way. Don't like you when secrets are kept from you, but wince and cry when the shoe's on the other foot. Give me one reason. I shouldn't drive your sorry ass through your office wall right now, especially after what you pulled the last 3 weeks. Playing with mine and my new enforcer's emotions. One of his newborn kids was even crying because of you. You are a real piece of fucking shit. You know that.
Whoa. Calm down, Apep. I get you're upset, but this outburst isn't necessary.
Do not tell me to calm down. Khonsu, have your emotions played with like mine and Venom's hell. Guaranteed you'll react the same exact way. So with all due respect, stay the fuck out of this!
Apep, calm down. I agree you should kick Anubis' ass. But now is not the time. Let us hear what Anubis has to say, or why he did what he did. If it's something bullshit, then you can kick his ass. So calm down.
Be grateful. My enforcer has patience with you. I don't. Stop talking right now, as my patience has just about run out in regards to your sorry diplomatic ass.
I wasn't even here for 3 weeks.
What? But after we...
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've all been deceived. After our little spat in Greece, I was actually in Universe 7 training with Beerus. I actually had someone step in for me as Pharaoh while I was there, as I didn't know how long I was going to be. Did you really think I would go to the lengths the person I had step in for me went? By abdicating the throne and giving my life for someone else's? Both of which I'd never do. And I just found out about this recently because of the meeting Father, Mother, and Chrono had with Daishinkan and the Army King a few days ago.
So this whole time, the Anubis we saw was a fake?
Yes. After the fight in Greece, I sang hi to Universe 7 immediately. Especially after what you and Apep told me about Aviv-Paradox and how much of a threat he posed. One I took very seriously.
So you don't know Ragnar Haya and Oedipus are helping us?
Wait, what? Oedipus is alive? I thought you sent him 12,000 years into the past.
Something Venom and I are not thrilled about. For the moment, Oedipus is behaving himself, so we'll leave it at that.
Anubis, the replacement you had fill in for you. What did he look like?
A Moppian that looked snake-like and wore black pants. Why?
You had Snake Titan Denwen fill in for you for those 3 weeks. Why?
Denwen? Who is he?
He was Azteca's God of Chaos, 70,000 years ago, during the reign of Ra-Ra-Vaughn. He is the biggest snake titan ever recorded in Aztecan history. You thought what I did when I was in my old mindset was something? Denwen has me beat in that category. His venom is so hot it can turn bone to ash. The only person that knows Denwen is Darkia, as he was Ra-Ra-Vaughn's enforcer back then, way before Khonsu and Nephthys were even accepted into the order. If Denwen is his normal form, then that means Mahabane must have diminished a majority of his power. But it won't be that way for long. If Daishinkan is trailing the imposter, he's not gonna be happy if he meets instead.
What? The imposter was Denwen. The Snake Titan Ra-Ra-Vaughn sealed 70,000 years ago.
Afraid so, Khonsu. There has been speculation of Denwen returning for a while. We can now confirm the Anubis we've been seeing for the past 3 weeks was Denwen, in disguise. Now that's out of them. Wait a minute! What's that dark energy coming from downstairs in the lobby?
Wait. Where the hell is Daniel?
In the lobby of Sphinx Falls, with whatever the source of that key. We both know this energy. This is Darkian key.
This energy. It's different than Aviv-Paradox.
Not just that. This one has a similar key signature of mine. No! Don't tell me! Did those Darkian fucks seriously clone my old self from 12,000 years ago?
Wait, what?
This clone is going to be a lot different than the other ones you and Daniel fought. So prepare for a fight. We're going down there. Is this really the best you can do? How pathetic. I am not even at full power and you dare beg cowardice to me. My lesser self should have slew you right there in Kostia City when he had every opportunity to do so. Which further proves how weak he's become.
Shut the fuck up. You're just a clone. You are nothing but a fake. And I won't let you destroy this world. I won't let you or the Darkia Empire destroy this planet. You Arab fuck.
I'm a clone? Ha! I am far from a clone, you half-witted dolt. You should have seen me when I was Pharaoh. Every Pantheon known to man feared me when my name was spoken. Since my lesser self has forsaken my name, I'll come up with a new name right now. Let's see. You may call me Aviv-Paradox.
Why that name? Are you really trying to be like Aviv-Paradox? Victor, for someone who's a Malice of Aviv-Paradox.
I've had just about enough of you. I'll end your sorry, miserable life, like my lesser self should have done. Lay one hand on him. I'll send you to Mahabane, like Khonsu did the first time.
I'm sorry, guys. He was too strong. Huff, huff, huff.
Isis, get Daniel out of the way. Me and Venom will handle this. If it isn't my lesser self and his new enforcer, so tell me, how do you two meddling morons plan to defeat me? Let alone Aviv-Paradox. That firestorm wolf could land a scratch on me. I seriously doubt you two will either.
We are not going to defeat you. We are going to fucking kill you. You made a grave mistake coming here. So, you're taking orders for Aviv-Paradox, huh? How weak you are. Taking orders from him. Ha 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 ha.
I'll show you who's weak. You simpleton-minded piece of camel turd.
What? He can! Access true Northwind?
That's right, Apep. I am ever evolving, just like you.
You were saying air clone fuck?
I hope my paradox planned your funeral, as we are both going to murder you, right here and now. The only ones that'll have a funeral today is you two cowardice weaklings. You two will regret ever challenging me in my paradox. We have plans for this world, and every other world with it. And you two won't live long enough to see it come to fruition.
Not if we kill you first, you clone air fuck. Bastard.
I'm not the one gassing out like you two. Try repeating that. Once we have your face in the sand. Pretender scum.
Now die, you fucking fake clone.
My medical wing isn't too much further. We're almost there.
Okay. Now let's...
What is it?
I feel a massive energy outside. No. No! It's like Paradox!
What? My Paradox is outside my temple right now?
Yes! I know it's him. I will not let him destroy this place, or this world.
The hell you are! You nearly got yourself killed by the new aggressive version of Apep from 12,000 years ago. And now, you want to fight and further risk your body being paralyzed? You're not leaving this temple in the same fashion you did Abamashi. You understand me?
I don't care if my body is broken into tiny pieces. You have no idea what that monster has done to me. To my friends. To my family. That monster destroyed my hometown, Mystica. His empire killed my old friends. I have been through a war. A war of pain. A war of destruction. I have to do this. He has taken everything from me. I have to do this. Let me stop him.
That's how he wants you to react. Don't you see that? I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to save you. From yourself. I am not letting you repeat the same mistake you made at Rexon Manor. I don't think you realize the toll you're taking on yourself by fighting him. Listen to reason, Daniel. I may not know you, but this is coming from a mom's point of view. I'm a mom first, advisor to the Pharaoh second. I just don't want you hurting yourself further.
I know. But I can't. I'm sorry. I really am. If you won't let go. Fine. Fires!
One condition. Do not leave the grounds, as I intend on treating your injuries, regardless of the outcome. Am I clear?
Fine. We are clear. Fire snap! Like Paradox! What the hell are you doing here?
Foolish Firestorm Wolf. You know exactly why I'm here.
If you're here to destroy this place, then I won't let you. I will kill you. I have the power of Northwind. With this power, I will defeat you and kill you.
Do you really think you can stop me with the power of Northwind? You couldn't save Azteca with that super form power. So what makes you think you can save this world and every single world with that power of Northwind? The answer is no. No matter what you try, it's pointless. You're a failure, boy, and you always will be.
Don't you dare talk about my old town Mystica, you monster! Now die!
Are you even trying? No wonder why you failed to save Azteca. You're not strong enough. You never were. I told you, you had no chance on beating me. No matter what you try, transformation or fusion or any kind of form, it won't work. You will always be weak. Just like your friends and family and your hometown, Azteca, and now Darkia himself.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You fucking monster! Die, you motherfucker!
You fool. Now you have doomed everyone. See now, Daniel. That was your biggest mistake you have ever made. You have doomed everyone you love and care about. I should thank you, Daniel the Firestorm Wolf. You have given me Northwind.
No. No. You. This. Can't be. You tricked me. You made fight you. So you can get Northwind. I'll fucking kill you. What? No! How can you?
You're a fool, Daniel. No matter what you try, you and the Empire of Northwind cannot stop the Darkia Empire. We are the darkness. We are the rightful owner to this world and every single world. We are the darkness, the true darkness warriors. We are the Darkia Empire. I will spare your life for now, but know this world will be ours.
I told you this was gonna happen. And look where we are. Why do I always have to be proven right?
Isis, are you in there?
That voice. It can't be. Anubis? Is that really you?
In the flesh. Who else talks in the mannerisms that I do, and was Pharaoh as long as I was, until recently?
Don't scare us like that, Anubis. Tronoa. Myself. Including your wife, Aleutian. Kamisha and countless others within the Order were worried sick about you.
You can thank the temporary replacement I had stepped in for me for those weeks I was gone. Snake Titan Denwen.
Denwen? Wasn't he Azteca's God of Chaos 70,000 years ago?
Yeah, he was. I didn't know how long I was going to be in Universe 7 for, and wait a minute. Where's Apep and Venom?
Still outside. Fighting the new aggressive version of the evil Apep. Or, as it just renamed itself, Aviv-Paradox.
Aviv? That's Apep in Arabic, isn't it? Wait, the Darkia Empire made a clone of the evil Apep from 12,000 years ago? How did they manage to do that?
An answer we don't know. Apep and Venom are just as shocked about it as we are.
If Aviv-Paradox is anything like how Apep was 12,000 years earlier, then they need another ally. seeing I took on the evil Apep once already.
Are you two done slacking behind? Otherwise, I'll just paint the heavens with your blood, like I have so many others that challenge me. Wow, and to think I was the arrogant one.
It does not matter how strong you are, we will still kill you.
It will, once I scatter your ashes to the wind. I seriously doubt that. You God wannabe pretender fuck.
Damn. God damn it. He's too strong a pet. I hate to say it, but we are no match here.
There's no way I was this strong back in the day, and I didn't even have true Northwind at that point. Then you don't know yourself as well as you think you do, Apep. You could have been me, but you got all soft and lost the killer instinct and unremorseful approach to securing our bloodline that you are known for. Mine. How the once feared Pharaoh has fallen.
Why do this? Why be with Aviv-Paradox? Out of all the people, why him?
You are unsuperior compared to me, mortal. It's laughable that you think you're entitled to an explanation when you haven't done shit to deserve one in the very least. And I sure as fuck don't answer to you. You can beg on your knees like a groveling dog as much as you want. An explanation is something you, nor my lesser self next to you, are not entitled to. Aviv-Paradox is like me, an unremorseful killer that isn't afraid of asserting his authority and claiming the universe as his own personal playground, just as I myself done 12,000 years prior. Had I still be Pharaoh, you mortal would be already dead by my own hands. I would by three simple things. I'm very sure you're aware what those three things already are. Since you're an enforcer of Aviv-Paradox, let's fight the Nordic wolf once before Loki got his hands on him.
You really are a monster. You really are just like Aviv-Paradox. Let me ask you something. What happens if you fail him? What happens if you fail him? He will kill you. What will you fucking do? Be fucking scared of him and do nothing?
Blah, 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 blah. A pretentious lecture that won't get you anywhere. You sound just like that senile old fool Konzu. You kissing his coattails now to keep Consul! Out of your fucking mouth! That's enough from you, Apep. You ought to be a soft diplomat like Anubis. Fine by me. I'll start by sending a message to the rest of the Order. By sending you both to Mahabane. Just like Consul did to me.
That's enough of Aviv-Paradox. You had your fun.
Took you long enough, brother. Do we have what we came for?
Yes. Since they are knocked out, we can get the Northwind DNA from them. Both of them. Did you get Daniel the Firestorm Wolf's Northwind DNA?
I did. It's a bit unstable since he just got it. Not a major setback. Guarantee we fused it with mine. It'll be flawless.
Well done, brother. You really impressed me. Even more so that you took down Venom and Apep all by yourself. Keep it up, and you might be more than just my second right-hand man, but as a second King of Darkness, and ruler of the Darkia Empire.
The last-minute adjustments we did to True Northwind was definitely worth the risk. Not even my lesser self could keep up. Speaking of which, what do we do with them anyway?
Leave them. They are no use to us anyway. However, there is one thing we could do.
And that would be?
Get a DNA piece of both of their symbiotes. I have plans on what to do with their DNAs of their symbiotes. And it's not a symbiote that I'm gonna make. I'm making it different. Something that can make us stronger and not turn into savage beasts. Or anything like that.
Getting Apeps won't be a problem, as Northwind overrode the primal nature somehow.
Okay, get to it. After we got both of their symbiotes' DNA, we can leave and head back to Darkia Mountain.
Well, that was easier than expected. Apep still has remnants of Venom's symbiote.
Excellent. Now, we head back to Darkia Mountain, and we will begin our work on the symbiote's DNA. Both of us.
Agree. Darkia Azteca.
This newer version of the evil Apep from 12,000 years ago is more aggressive. I don't usually resort to this, but I think I'm gonna join their Empire of Northwind.
This is what Apep has been trying to tell you all along. Diplomacy leads to death. Every time. But you refuse to heed it every time. And I guess this war with Aviv-Paradox was threatening enough to convince you.
I didn't heed it all those years because we were able to stray off the past threats with little to no problem. Aviv-Paradox is a whole different story. And as far as this Northwind Evolution they keep talking about, I'm going to ask them about that once they recover in a medical way. How's Daniel recuperating?
He's fine. A bit scuffed up. But he'll recover.
Excellent. Bring Apep and Venom inside. We can leave them exposed since Apep is Pharaoh now.
How are you three feeling? You guys definitely got rocked by that new aggressive version of the evil Apep. Or should we say, Aviv-Paradox.
My head hurts like fucking hell.
Mine too. He was way too strong. God.
My power 12,000 years ago didn't come anywhere close to that. I think it's safe to say it's not a clone we're dealing with. They must have pulled that version of me from a timeline of my first reign, right before Consul sent me, Hassim and Shahir to Mahabane.
And they must have also used the purple gem on him to make him stronger. Those fuckers.
I can tell you both from experience, that wasn't a clone, as I fought that version of Apep once before. I'm not sure how Aviv-Paradox and the Darkia Empire were able to summon the Apep from that far back just from data by itself.
If it's not a clone, then what the hell is he?
I agree with Venom. If he is not a clone, then what is he?
He's a Apep, pulled from another timeline. More specifically, from the timeline when he was Pharaoh the first time. Out of all my years of being an Azteca deity aside from my sister Isis and Apep, I never thought bringing back the old Apep by other means was even possible. We We both endured threats to Azteca over the years, but nothing like that.
And this old Apep renamed itself, disgusted at the fact that Apep is no longer the way he was in the timeline that Apep originated. That Apep never fought Kizao, or fought Oedipus Rex in the Astral Chaos. So Aviv-Paradox has no idea what's gone on in Azteca since his passing. He carries himself as if he was never in Marhabane for 12,000 years at all.
Damn. What happened after the fight with Aviv-Paradox? Where is he?
They both left. Me and Isis brought you to Sphinx Falls medical aid so you can recover from your confrontation with Aviv.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a part of me had just left out of me. Some parts of me. I don't know why I just feel like that.
Aviv took not only a fraction of our Northwind DNA, the symbiotes as well. I don't know what Aviv and Aviv-Paradox are planning. Whatever it is, they're not gonna go down quietly come our confrontation when we fight them at full power.
Wait, what? God fucking damn it. Now what?
We don't have a choice. We have to carry on like we planned. Our fight in the Astral Chaos. Unfortunately, Nephthys is still under the weather, which leaves me out with a training partner.
Look no further, Apep. I'll be your training partner, as I'm helping you guys fight Aviv-Paradox and Aviv.
What?
Come again?
Wait, what?
All three of you heard me. I am helping you fight Aviv-Paradox and Aviv, getting Northwind Evolution included.
Where is this coming from? Out of all the years I said diplomacy leads to death, you never heeded the warning. Why change now?
Just like I told Isis, I never heeded the warning because myself, you and the Order were able to handle the past threats with little to no issue. After what you and Venom told me in Greece about Aviv-Paradox, I took the threat very seriously, hence why you didn't see me for the 3 weeks when I was in Universe 7. Despite the disagreements we may have, I know a potential threat to Azteca when I hear it, and Aviv-Paradox definitely fit the bill, so count me in.
I suppose bringing you along wouldn't hurt. Any objections?
No, not really. I'm just as shocked as you are, Pep.
Same here.
I don't mean to interrupt, but the imposter is here in Sphinx Falls, by the Pharaoh's Archive sarcophagus room.
That must be Snake Titan Denwen, in disguise, as he's been for the past 3 weeks. Venom, grab Doctor. I'm grabbing Lilith and Mark, as we have a little treat for our Snake Titan friend.
Right away, Pep.
So you finally figured it out, Apep. It matters very little once your little war with the Darkia Empire comes to an end. Me and my order will end. Every last one of you.
There you are. Wait, you're not Anubis? Who are you?
If it isn't the right hand of the Omni King. Didn't think you'd actually have a set to confront me.
Denwen.
I see you still haven't lost your edge for a celestial god. So tell me, Daishinkan, is it fight or flight? Knowing you, it's going to be the latter.
You asked a question you know the answer to, Denwen. I'm going to eliminate you right here and now. See, you were among us the whole time.
Impress me! Someone doesn't know when to give up, do they?
You expect me to surrender because you were the God of Chaos 70,000 years ago?
I expect you to die!
This treachery will not stand any longer.
Nicely done, Daishinkan. You are more tolerable than that rainbow-colored child mutt you call an Omni King.
Don't you dare insult the great Omni King there, you wild beast! Turn into that giant snake form of yours already!
That won't be necessary. I am reserving that form for someone else.
What? Who? Anubis?
Oh, I'm reserving it for matters very little, since you'll be dead within 5 minutes regardless anyway. Let's see you handle my full power!
It doesn't matter how powerful you are. You're still there.
Zen-O is going to get a package delivery with your ashes in it by the time I get done with you.
Sure, you're fast, but you're no celestial deity.
You want everything, Daishinkan? I'll obliterate you, this altar room, and everything the gods of Azteca have spent 70,000 years building to this point.
No, you don't. Slip you only flare. Even poor Snake Titan.
Giving up, are we? Fine then, I'll just put you out of your misery.
Holy shit!
I don't know what's going on over there at Sphinx Falls, but that does not look good.
Make that two of us, Davina, Apep. Venom better hurry the hell up with whatever plan they have in mind in terms of Denwen.
Darkatory. Is it?
It's him, alright. Only Snake Titan Denwen is capable of power this destructive. We need to act now.
What are you going to do?
I'm heading to Sphinx Falls, and I'm taking the fight to that Snake Titan bastard. You stay here with Queen Davina, Her Majesty Elizabeth II, and the others. He's too much of a danger to ignore.
That wasn't truly your full power, was it?
What? How did...
It doesn't take rocket science to figure out when someone's not using their full power in a fight, and you weren't using all of yours. You can't even kill me, as Zen-O won't let you without justifiable cause. Admit it, Daishinkan. You can't win.
Why, you Aztecan sniveling piece of...
So now, I'll send you back to Zen-O in ashes. That takes care of him. For now. If I can now only.
Denwen! So you were disguised as Anubis the whole time. We had a suspicion about this bone cancer he supposedly had. Now we know why. But you prolonged the act so we didn't know about your escape.
Well. Look who it is. General Darkia the Shadow Spirit. Never thought I'd see your hideous face again. You pose no threat to me, Darkia. You didn't then. You sure as hell don't now. I see you've came prepared this time. Let's see how much you've improved since 70,000 years ago.
shall be starting. The second round. What? How? Fuck. No wonder the Shadow Spirit Squadron couldn't keep you down. You are a monstrosity beyond compare. Proud of its...
That's impossible! Denwen died 70,000 years ago, before Khonsu Apep or Anubis were even Pharaoh of Azteca. How is he alive now, after all these years?
I'm just as shocked as you are, Xethra. And we're just finding this out now. You mean to tell us the Anubis we've been seeing for the past 3 weeks was actually Denwen in disguise?
I'm afraid so, Lilith. I'm just as shocked as you are. This is more worse when the time the Dark Twins copied me and my old friend Galaxy's looks back then. Not only copying our looks, but our abilities and power and skills.
Then this is Denwen's first official duel in 70,000 years. The last person Denwen fought was Roravon, the first pharaoh of Azteca, way before Nephis and Khonsu were accepted into the order. We can't handle 2 wars at the same time. The form that Traxius was in when he fought the Darkia Empire last week. That must have been constructed by Denwen's order as a distraction, while Denwen broke the last seal that was placed on him, which was in Elizabeth II's possession.
Wait, what?
No one's seen Denwen for 70,000 years after since that fight with Roravon. Denwen must have disguised himself as Anubis once he found out Ro wasn't Pharaoh anymore. And Anubis was, until recently. The last person who was around during that time was General Darkia, as he was Ro's enforcer 70,000 years ago. The fact the Omni King is taking Denwen seriously suggests Denwen poses an even bigger threat than Aviv-Paradox. But he'll have to wait, as like Lilith said, we can't be in 2 wars at the same time. But question is, how do we deal with Denwen since he's here?
Mark, but he won't stand a chance against Denwen if he fights him in his current state. This idea's risky, but we have to give him the Carnage symbiote.
What? Are you out of your fucking mind? Mind you, that's the same symbiote that killed my sister. That was with Kevin, that freak thing you call your son now. No way. Hell no. If Mark puts on the Carnage symbiote, he will lose himself. He can't control that power.
Lilith, and I get your concerns. Then again, we're talking about Denwen, the biggest Snake Titan ever recorded in Aztecan history. In his current state, he may not look much, but throw his Snake Titan form in the mix. He's a monstrosity. In that form, he makes the Burj Khalifa skyscraper in Qurashi Royal City look like an anthill. We don't have too many options. Plus, we're not giving it to him in one shebang like other symbiotes. We're giving it to him another way.
But with a Carnage symbiote? Really? You couldn't pick any other type of symbiote. But Carnage out of all symbiotes. Denwen is a big threat, I understand that. But adding Carnage in the picture, mind you, with a God of Thunder mark. You'll lose the whole Azteca here. That's how dangerous Carnage is. Just stop and think about this for a second.
You have to trust us on this, Venom. Plus, it's not even the entirety of this symbiote he's getting. I drew it out from the cellular level and made a clone of it. One that's not as unstable. I'm going to give it to him the same way I used Apep's DNA to cure myself from CDS. Via injection. I have a PhD in both biology and virology, so I know what I'm doing. You don't have to agree with everything Apep, and I do. All I'm asking is to trust us on this. Just once.
If worse comes and it's out of control, we'll destroy the symbiote right there and then.
Sigh. Fine. Under one condition, I would be unwatched when you give it to him, and we check on Mark every time. If he gets out of control or acts weird, we not only talk about it, but deal with the symbiote. Agree?
Agreed. Wait a minute. Where's Apep? Wasn't he with you and Daniel at Sphinx Falls a few minutes ago?
I know where he is. He's at the old citadel where Helebidia once stood.
What is he doing all the way over there? Seeing Denwen is literally at our doorstep.
He's getting a relic that he was going to use on Anubis, but Khonsu and the Order sealed him in Marhabain before he could use it.
The Spear of Chaos. It was originally a gift from Isis herself when Apep was pharaoh the first time. He had originally intended to use it on Anubis, but Khonsu and the Order acted quickly before he was able to. Who could Apep use the spear on now that's full of evil?
My guess is Aviv-Paradox, an Aviv-Paradox, a Spear of Chaos. Elaborate.
Apep had the spear specifically made should his snake staff be destroyed. He infused his Northwind powers into it. Apep wouldn't resort to using it, unless he was Pharaoh again, which he is, or two. He intends to send a message to someone in the most gruesome way possible. His spear has enough power to kill a god. He could literally kill Jupiter with that if he so desired. I'm amazed he didn't resort using that during the fight with Oedipus and his parliament 3 months ago.
So he can kill Jupiter with that spear? Damn. But sadly, it won't be enough for Aviv-Paradox and the Darkia Empire, I'm afraid. They are all immortal. And Aviv-Paradox maybe already has made Aviv-Paradox immortal too, thanks to the purple gem. It could hurt them, yes, but not kill or nearly enough damage, since they can heal fast. Trust me. Daniel tried to do it one time. He managed to stab Aviv-Paradox in the chest once, but it didn't kill him. From what he told me, it barely hurt him. It just pissed him off.
Apep was immortal, but yet Kizal killed him with Soul Calibur. Aviv can perish the same way, which I assume what Apep's going to do. Enough about that. Let's get this symbiote prepped.
I can't believe at one point in time, this abomination used to be my throne room, and that dented hunk of metal was the throne I sat on. The fact this cavern hasn't caved itself in yet after all these years is a testament of how long my empire's been around, and we've endured everything leading up to now. The irony, 12,000 years earlier, I was originally going to impale my own brother's heart with this very spear. Fortunately for him, Nephthys, Khonsu, and the Order had other ideas. I'm not usually one to dig up old relics from my old past, but this time around, I'm making an exception. I am appalled that Jupiter Rexon and the Darkia Empire were willing to go as far to clone how I used to be 12,000 years ago, when I burned god pantheons to the ground if someone looked me the wrong way. That mindset earned me nothing but a one-way ticket to Marhabain of all places. I should have sent Aviv to Marhabain right there in the lobby of Sphinx Falls, just like Konzudimi Hasim and Shahir all those years back then. And the fact Aviv had true Northwind that quickly, when I didn't even have access to that far at that time, makes me absolutely sick to my stomach. There is no absolute way I was that strong back then. All I had was Northwind 2. Northwind 2. If you want to recreate how I used to be Aviv-Paradox, please get your damn history right. You vile, sadistic, black-hearted piece of darkened shit. You better pray I don't rhyme to you where I have this. Aviv, the first chance I do, I'm driving this through your black heart. like he's did with Soul Calibur when I returned 5 years ago. You're going to learn firsthand of what happens when you try to play God in my presence. Especially if you're trying to intimidate me. Look no further than Anubis. See what I did to him. It's more than obvious. You haven't learned shit. Next person we encounter that tries that, I'm killing that person right there and then, on the dash spot, as I spout hands out to here, with these people playing God without any repercussions. Especially Aviv, who thinks he can outdo me just because the version of me from 12,000 years ago was altered with that damn purple gem which is going in the Astral Chaos, one way or another.
Greetings, Lord Apep. It is an honor to meet you.
Who in the five corners of Mahabane are you?
Oh, nothing really. Just someone from Denn. I'm Darth Chaos, and I have some history with your friend Venom. He may not remember me since he was only a baby when I was around, but soon I'll remind him.
So you're the hedgehog that was under Hanzo's tutelage while I was dead? The one who turned to the dark side? Yeah, I know that story, so you no need waste your time. I don't know what Denwen thinks he'll achieve by sending his enforcer to engage with a god who has the same exact title he did 70,000 years ago, before myself or Anubis were even pharaoh. So get to the point. If it wasn't already obvious, we're in the middle of a war with the Darkia Empire at the moment.
No shit, but I will say, Denn wanted me to warn you about something. No matter when, or where, or day, Denn will start a war with you.
Let me guess. Once Aviv-Paradox and Aviv back off, Denwen himself will make a message challenging us to fight him and his whole order in Japan, since Denwen knows he can destroy Azteca single-handedly like he did last time. Your lord's not stupid, and neither am I. We are both snake deities. Only difference, one has Northwind, the other doesn't. You're not that hard to figure out.
He doesn't have Northwind, but he has something else, and I won't do spoilers. You have to find that out yourself.
There isn't a person in Azteca that doesn't know that either. Your lord was the last person that fought Reviving before he went to Shogun and never returned. If you're trying to stall me while Doctor is fighting him, you're wasting your time, as my concern right now isn't Denwen or you. If Denwen wants a fight, it's one he'll surely get. He'll have to wait till the war with the Darkia Empire concludes temporarily, and I'm pretty sure Aviv-Paradox will tell you guys the same exact thing.
I see. How about this? Has Venom ever told you I'm his brother?
So me and Anubis aren't the only one that have a sibling rivalry. Why tell me this now? Are you looking for a way out should Denwen die?
No. Just let Venom know this. When the war starts with him, I'm coming for him. And Hanzo too. We will both pay. Even Hanzo, for what he did to me. See you soon. Dark Chaos Control.
What a melodramatic weirdo. If this is the best of his enforcers Denwen can bring, then his downfall is inevitable. I pay big money to see Ultimate Venom make this Darth Chaos person his bitch, just like he did to Jupiter in Astralis.
Is this the true extent of your abilities, Dakatori? And not even at full power, and this is the best you can do? Reviving made a grave mistake by choosing you of all people as his enforcer.
Damn it. This shouldn't be possible. There is no way you are this strong, even in your Snake Titan form.
Surprise, surprise! Consider this the biggest I told you so moment you will ever receive, old friend.
That's as far as you go with your bullshit, you no good bastard. You are no different than the Elder.
How do you know that name? Are you a new minion of his or something?
Simple. I killed him. You too will meet the same fate with this side of Mjolnir going across your skull.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Astadian. and the eldest older brother.
What?
Wait, what?
What did you just say?
Since when did he have a Snake Titan for a brother?
Way before Khonsu, Apep and Anubis were even pharaoh of Azteca.
You're not going to be able to take him in your current state. You need the Carnage symbiote.
The Carnage symbiote? Are you insane?
Don't argue with me, damn it. Just do as I say.
Go ahead. Transform into whatever you're about to show, as I'm not going anywhere. As I'd like to see what the Asgardian that defeated my brother is really made of.
Fine. But if I lose myself because of it, it's on you.
I know. Venom said the same. Whatever you do, do not give Denwen any mercy. Here goes nothing.
Just so you know, I don't offer my services for free. I'll come for retribution, eventually. Now, let there be carnage.
Now Denwen, who will die at my feet. Let there be complete carnage.
I won't go out like my little brother. God or not, you will die. Let's see why my useless younger brother fell to you so easily in the fashion that he did, shall we? You interject yourself into business that does not concern you. You have no idea what you are about to throw Asgard into.
Ron, you are dealing with a lost son of Lilith. Mark the Nordic wolf.
If you wish to die with Azteca and the other Pantheons, I shall burn to ash. So be it. Just know, after your little war with the Darkia Empire concludes, I am coming for all of you, Asgard included. Remember, I want...
Did we just hear that right? Denwen is the Alga's brother.
As if we weren't dealing with enough problems as it was. Denwen is the Alga's brother. So not only did he deceive us for 3 weeks straight by making questionable decisions disguised as Anubis, now he wants revenge for what took place during Ragnarok. By the gods, can't we ever catch a break here?
Apparently not. We have another war coming our way after this one with the Darkia Empire. Just the last thing we need.
I don't know a lot about Azteca's history. Tell me everything about Denwen so we can prepare for when he shows up next time.
Denwen was Azteca's god of chaos 70,000 years ago, when Ra-Ray-Vaughn was running things. This was at a time Khonsu, Nephthys, Anubis, and myself weren't even in the order yet. Denwen was the last person Ra-Ray-Vaughn fought before he went to Shogun and never returned. From our understanding, he's currently buried under a frozen lake.
Did you say Raravon? Never heard of him.
We wouldn't expect you to. You weren't even born yet when Ra was running things. You thought what I did 5 years ago when I waged war in Azteca was extreme. Denwen's thirst for vengeance and violence knows absolutely no boundaries in the least. It's no wonder Tori and Daishinkan couldn't keep up with him. Not that this was a shocker to anyone. If Khonsu knew in advance I would return 5 years ago, Denwen was eventually going to follow. Only difference. I struck when they least expected. Denwen was among us for the past 3 weeks, disguised as Anubis while he was in Universe 7, training with Beerus for our current war with the Darkia Empire. I think it's safe to say that another God war is on our hands after we take care of the Darkia Empire, and he's out for blood. But he'll have to initiate it elsewhere since he can't take Azteca as easily. Plus, I'm not throwing my newly established empire into the crosshairs of a Snake Titan that's asking to be killed by me. But he'll have to wait till the war with the Darkia Empire is done.
Then he will die along with Aviv-Paradox.
We'll cross that bridge once we get there. And darling, I believe we have somewhere we have to be.
Yeah, I know. You and Daniel go first, as I need to retrieve Abamashi, Venom, and Anubis, as he's my new training partner since Nephthys is still under the weather, unfortunately.
I suppose an explanation is in order. After Apep and I spat in Greece, I was actually in Universe 7, training with Beerus, preparing for war with the Darkia Empire after what both Apep and Venom told me about him and the stuff he's done. I didn't know how long my training with Beerus was going to take, so I had someone step in for me for those 3 weeks. As you probably saw, was none other than Snake Titan Denwen in disguise. I was oblivious to the damage that Denwen would eventually cause. Not only lie about me having bone cancer when my medical history say otherwise, signing in form of abdication and trading my life for someone else's. Either of the two I would never do, least without letting my mother and father know firsthand.
And Queen Elizabeth's resurrection. What about that?
Khonsu and I did further digging on that matter. Turns out shortly after Raravon sealed Denwen in Marhabane for 70,000 years, he entrusted his seal on Aziz Qurashi's then wife at the time, Elizabeth II. Denwen was in Azteca for 2 specific reasons. First, to see if Raravon was alive, and if not, who the current pharaoh was, which he found out was Anubis, and to see if any of us had knowledge who had his last seal. I don't know how Denwen even found out that Elizabeth II even had his seal. But the fact that he was among us for the past 3 weeks in the fashion and manner that he was is despicable. We cannot make another mistake like that again when it comes to the Pharaoh's temporary replacements.
So more or less, we're dealing with 2 problems instead of 1.
That's one way of putting it, yeah. We're officially dealing with 2 problems. One being the Darkia Empire, now Denwen. I highly doubt Denwen will engage us immediately, as he's well aware we're at war with the Darkia Empire at the moment. So he will more than likely wait till the Darkia Empire backs off temporarily. That's when he'll make his move. And I'm pretty sure he'll bring his order with him when he does. And he most likely won't wage it here in Laodicea, seeing what happened the last time he did that. So he'll more than likely do it elsewhere, somewhere that won't be too difficult to burn to the ground. Somewhere like Japan or one of the surrounding areas of Southeast Asia.
The only king and I owe you a sincere apology, Lord Anubis. We had thought you were desperate to be rid of a cancer we all thought you had. But little did we know, Denwen shape-shifted as you did the whole time to make it seem it was you.
No apologies needed, Daishinkan. You and the Army King's reaction was justified. Seeing Azteca and Universe 7 have been partners for the longest, you two were within your right to investigate. I'm pretty sure Denwen was the last person you were expecting to run into after all these years, seeing he was in Marabane for a lot longer Apep was. Ha ha ha.
I'm going to report to the Omni King on this. If Denwen ever comes back, myself, Beerus, and Whis are going to be the first 3 to come to your aid. That, you have our guarantee.
That's Apep's call to make, since he's pharaoh now, like he was 12,000 years earlier. So we'll have to wait and see. With that, meeting's adjourned.
Please tell me you're finished with your little meeting in there that you Khonsu and Nephthys just wrapped up.
Speak of the devil and he'll eventually show. Yeah, we're done with the meeting, seeing I just had to spend the last 5 minutes explaining to Daishinkan of what Denwen's been doing for the past 3 weeks was not my doing. Now we have that out of the way. We both have business to attend.
And where do you think you're heading off to?
Training with you for the war of the Darkia Empire to get Northwind Evolution? I was under the impression that we were going to do it here.
Actually, we're not sparring here. I have another place in mind.
Really? Anywhere in specific?
The place where myself, you Salazar, and Davina defeated Oedipus 3 months ago.
The Astral Chaos? That's quite the unconventional choice for a place to train for a variant of Northwind that's near to impossible to master. We're not going to be the only ones there, are we?
We're all going to be in the Astral Chaos at the same time. Lilith and Daniel are up first. Then it's Abamashi and Venom. And then it's going to be you and me. But we're going to be in different sections so we don't end up colliding into each other. Especially when all 4 of us are aiming for a form that's near to impossible to control. That being Northwind Evolution.
My point precisely. I'm still up that the Darkia Empire were even able to pull the version of you from 12,000 years earlier. Just by a strand of Northwind DNA. When the final battle comes once we have Northwind Evolution, leave Aviv-Paradox to me. Seeing I already fought you in your old mindset once already.
I know I do, since it's clearly obvious. Aviv carries himself how I used to be, when I was Pharaoh the first time, a battle we already lived 12,000 years prior. I was going to leave Aviv to you anyway, since you lived that battle once already. If anyone knows how to take down my evil self, it's you, since you did 12,000 years earlier. He won't be in Northwind like I was back then. He'll either be in true Northwind, or another form he and Aviv-Paradox have up their sleeve.
Aviv has true Northwind already? I did not see that one coming. You didn't even have true Northwind back then. It's clear that Aviv adapts very quick thanks to that gem Aviv-Paradox has in his possession at Rexon Manor or wherever else he stores that damn thing. But what of Jupiter Rexon? Who's going to duel him? Seeing that he's another problem, as it's clearly obvious the Darkia Empire are now officially part of the Roman Pantheon.
Leave him to my father. He has Northwind 3, remember?
Oh, that's right. I forgot your father Asatra was another person who had Northwind 3. He used it against Flare at the Vatican 3 months ago. And Apep, about what happened 3 weeks ago in Greece.
No need to apologize. Least not to me anyway.
What? Are you sure I don't owe you an apology? After all the stuff I said and did leading up to that?
I'm not one to hold grudges like I used to when I was Pharaoh the first time. Thought I can't say the same for that Aviv though, since I'm constantly reminded why I changed my mindset after I fought Kizal 5 years ago here in Azteca. Aviv is someone I don't want to be, ever again. 12,000 years in Mahabane was enough torture for one lifetime, and Aviv is going to learn that the hard way.
Aviv is clearly one who believes that fear, chaos, and destruction is the rightful way to go. That's probably why Aviv-Paradox was drawn to him despite that he's you from 12,000 years ago. You've undergone a drastic change for the better since then. Aviv is doomed to die again, just like you did when you fought Kizal. Enough about reflecting on our own past. When are we going to the Astral Chaos to train for this Northwind Evolution?
Right now. Cheota Ashton.
So it's true then. This was a day we all feared might happen. When Apep returned 5 years ago, Denwen's was eventually going to follow. The remains of Ra-Ravon sits on my head right now as we speak, literally.
So, what happens now?
I'm not going back to the UK obviously, as over there, I'm legally dead, death certificate and everything. Plus, my son Charles is now king. So I have no other alternative but to stay here, in Qurashi Royal City.
Seeing, you're legally dead over there. However, that doesn't apply here, in Qurashi Royal City. So how about it, Mom? How would you like to live here with myself, Iki, and our stepmom, who said nothing but great things about you while you were over there?
Did I just hear that right, Davina? You'll let me stay here? Even though this place is foreign as I haven't stepped foot here in almost 70 years?
Why wouldn't we? You're our mother. You're sure you can argue that you've been out of our lives for almost 70 years due to your role as Queen of the UK and the Commonwealth, but we never held that against you. Not once. Even if we wanted to, what would that accomplish? We are way too busy as royals of the Qurashi to hold grudges, though I cannot speak for my sister Davina over there.
I appreciate that, Davina, but excuse me for not being in a grateful mood right this second, as I still have a sour taste in my mouth from Den when reviving me last week. During his fight with the Darkia Empire as Traxius, Denwen is going to pay for this. Whenever he initiates that war with Halabith, count me in, as what he did by reviving me was totally disrespectful. Seeing I was dead for a good year and I was revived by him to break a seal I had no idea was even in my possession until recently.
Wait, so him bringing you back to life broke his seal?
If that weren't the case, I wouldn't be here before you, with all due respect.
And just like Apep, Denwen's was connected to one place, Mahabane. The past pharaohs of Azteca have been way too reliant on that ghastly place for years. Whenever they seal someone, they usually send them there, for obvious reasons. But centuries later, we're the ones that have to pay the price. First it was the Alga, then Apep, now Denwen. I kept telling my father that Mahabane was seriously flawed, but nope, he didn't listen to myself or Davina when we raised our concerns about it.
We can only hope that Apep doesn't make that exact same mistake. Now he's Pharaoh again.
Yeah, I hope not. So what do we do now?
Unfortunately, Mahabane can't be destroyed. He's out already. Tried that when she fought Apep 5 years ago, only for it to come back at full strength when Apep sent Oedipus Rex into the past for 3 months. So there is very little we can do, as Mahabane is part of Helibithia's fabric in terms of the afterlife. Best thing Apep can do is find a place that is unescapable, knowing how flawed Mahabane is. King Darkness and his Shadow Spirit Squadron can only do so much.
Yeah, of course you can't, because you celestial gods know everything, right? Go figure.
So that's it then, huh? Fucking great.
Probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but Mahabane is very crucial to the underworld. But you may want to wrap up your little chat session, Venom. Don't forget we were supposed to train in the Astral Chaos before that whole debacle with Denwen went down.
Right. Let's get going.
Excuse us, ladies. We have somewhere to be. Shayuda Aztec.
Well, that was quite the development. What do you three want to do now Venom and Abomashi have diversed?
The 4 of us have dinner maybe?
You know what, Davina? That's not a bad idea. What better way to catch up with our mum than over a few pints with some food? And D.A. Lilar and an Ayer aren't here to ruin it. Har 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 har.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Dalila and Inaya were always the most rowdy bunch of the whole family, but they're now Crystal's problem to deal with, since they're now living with her. What about you, babe? Any suggestions of where the 4 of us should eat at?
What about that new Korean place that has opened up in Queen Daria Bay?
New Ori? We've been wanting to try that place for a good month but weren't able to due to our royal duties as king and queen of the Qurashi. Iki, Mom, you two okay eating there? It's a place Salazar and I've been wanting to try out for a good month.
Actually, New Ori has been a place I've been wanting to try since I came back. I was unaware how diverse Qurashi Royal City's food culture has evolved since my absence. So count me in. Iki, what about you?
Same here. New Ori seems to be the talk of the town for the past couple weeks since it opened. I'm Dan.
It's settled then. New Ori it is. Let's go.
I can't keep doing this. I can't keep taking Apep's DNA every 30 days, so I can starve it off. But if I don't, it'll kill me. Like before. Then we'll be back to square one. I refuse to put Apep through that again. There's got to be another way.
I can heal you, Lilith. I can put some of my symbiote DNA within you so you can heal and not die from your sickness or anything like that.
Carnage! Didn't I inject you into Mark earlier when Denwen was here?
Yes, you did. But some of my symbiote was left behind in this needle. So yeah, I am still here.
And you're saying symbiotes can cure CDS? even if its progression is nearly complete. How do I know you're telling the truth? I've been trying to cure myself for years. Nothing in the world can cure it. Not even Azteca's best doctors can cure me. I was once one of the best virologists in the world that could cure anything. But as far as this, I got nothing.
See for yourself. I can't heal anything. You check me in your blood. I'm down with your blood. And you won't die. You can become the new Carnage. And you will be in control. We will be in control. Think of me as a second son to you. Like Kevin.
Bind me if that's what it'll take. As long as I be rid of this dreaded disease forever.
Thank you. Mother, I shall heal you. Hold still and our bound will be completed.
I can definitely feel the difference now.
You should take a look at yourself, Mother. You look very different now.
I'd imagine so. Seeing I'm now bonded with you, there'll be plenty of time for us to get to know each other. I have to be in the Astral Chaos in a few minutes with Daniel.
Very well then, Mother. Let me know if you need anything.
I will. Just not right now. To avoid suspicion. Apologies, it took us a while. We had a bit of a dire situation, which we have under control. For the time being anyway. Now, since we're the first ones here, we should start before Venom, Apep and Anubis show up.
I agree. We should. I need to get stronger and unlock this Northwind Evolution so I can defeat the Darkia Empire and Aviv-Paradox.
Aviv included, I'm more versatile than Apep's version of Northwind too. Let's see what you can do, dear boy.
With pleasure. I'll show you what I can do.
Splendid. Let us begin. For a novice, you're not bad. The blinded Apep and I are more experienced when it comes to the form.
I will not give up yet.
No thing. 3. I haven't seen that form in 5 years. You had Northwind for about a few weeks, and you're at Northwind 3 already!
Northwind 3? I guess my courage and bravery and my pure heart must have allowed me to gain Northwind 3. Since I never back down and always show courage, it must be that. And I'm a pure-hearted blood wolf from Darkia himself, so it could be that.
I see. I guess I'll step it up a notch, starting with true Northwind.
So this is true Northwind of yours? Very well then, show me what you got.
With pleasure. Just because my barrier has wings doesn't mean it's still not as powerful as it has.
Alright then, let's go! will not fail. I will protect this world, and my own. I will win.
Daniel, you may want to look what form you're currently in.
What are you? What be? What is this?
So that's
Northwind Evolution. Wonder how Venom, Apep, and Anubis variants are gonna look like.
I don't know. But this power, it feels so intense. So much power. It's amazing. And a little hard to control.
As I mentioned in Basilingo, this state is very hard to master. Very few people are able to make it this far in terms of Northwind.
Okay, I guess we should clear out since you and Venom are next.
No need. We're going to a different section of the Astral Chaos. Anubis and Apep will do the same.
Okay then.
Whenever you're ready, Venom.
Heh, always ready. Let's go.
Looks like a solar storm is starting above us. Nothing we can do, we'll fight through it.
Alright. Show me what you got.
Quickly, let us begin.
He also helped me control the big guy for a bit, so I improved. Yeah, cause if you saw what the big guy was like back then, you know why.
Let's get back to it.
Then let's go. Yet. Yeah, but we're in the fight, so who cares?
This isn't over yet.
Finally, Ultimate Venom is out again.
So that's Ultimate Venom. Now I can see why Apep acted as question as
Time to smash puny purple fuck. Time to fight. Ultimate Venom will smash.
That was a very good thing to say to someone just met. I will not be talked down to in that fashion. If you want to fight, that's fine. When you want to doubt it, tell me appropriate. I'll give you a chance to make it better. More to like this time.
Ultimate Venom don't care. Ultimate Venom can say whatever the fuck he wants. Now fight.
Only the violence I see. You will those statues of the universe. hear me, Purple Arab Fuck. Underestimate Ultimate Venom. Ultimate Venom does not need Northwind. Ultimate Venom is the strongest one there is. The madder Ultimate Venom gets, the stronger Ultimate Venom gets.
Who's underestimating who?
A hammer. Two can play that game.
A weapon that was originally mine. Let's see what you got then.
Ultimate Venom. Calm down. This fight is over. Calm down.
The lucky Bianca is here to me, Arab Fuck. But just so you know, you didn't take Northwind from Ultimate Venom.
I already knew that. I did that intentionally. To see if your abilities made any difference without it.
So you know I can still change into Northwind even when you snap your fingers to take them away. I can still change into Northwind. It's in Ultimate Venom's blood now, which means Ultimate Venom Northwind can't be taken away. Because of what Ultimate Venom can do, right?
That I knew too. Apep fought you 10 months ago, but I didn't. That form you have there now, you'll need that to fight against Aviv-Paradox.
I know. Ultimate Venom will use this form wisely.
So, what now?
Daniel has Northwind Evolution, and so does Venom/Ultimate Venom. There's still two people that don't. Anubis and Apep.
Speaking of them, where are they anyway?
They're here in the Astral Chaos. We planned to duel in different sections so we didn't end up colliding into each other.
Okay. In the meantime, what will we do?
All we can do is wait. Since they're the only two left that haven't gotten the form, once they do we'll be all set as far as the war with the Darkia Empire, Aviv-Paradox and Aviv.
Not too shabby, Anubis. It's almost as if your diplomatic mindset had diminished completely.
I wasn't just sitting on my ass like Denwen made it look like. This is what training from a God of Destruction could do to an ex-pharaoh who's held back for way too long.
This battle won't end the same it did in Greece, where Wisty threw a key blast at us both. I hope you're ready, as I am going to put you through even more hell than last time.
I've been through hell countless times when it comes to you. I'll go through it, time and time again as many times as I must to fend off future threats we face. My Paradox and Aviv included.
This is the first time I've seen you take anything serious in decades. With that being said...
Let us begin!
How do you want to do this one, seeing what happened 3 weeks ago?
Come at me the same way you did 12,000 years prior! As this is Northwind Evolution we're aiming for!
Alright then, as you wish. Ready to give up yet, Pep? I'm just getting started.
If you think I'm gonna surrender when we're this far into a war with the Darkia Empire, then you don't know me as well as you think you do.
As if I hadn't already known you for the past 20,000 years of our whole lives.
You're going to choose that version of Northwind for Northwind Evolution. You do realize we're going to awaken this at the same time, right?
Yeah? This is the only form of Northwind I have, as I haven't evolved into various stages like you. Remember?
Suit yourself then, brother. Don't think I'll give it so easily. I don't know what kind of techniques Beerus taught you during your time in Universe 7. That won't work on me a second time. Remember what I did the last time you got too arrogant while in Northwind, and it didn't end well for you now, did it? Despite you already being a Hawkeye.
You expect me to hold back because you're Pharaoh again? Not a chance in hell. You're only Pharaoh because of Denwen's actions, which I was oblivious to what his true intentions were. which I have since taken accountability, and Daishinkan and Zeno have pardoned me for. So are we training for Northwind Evolution, or bickering over something that's already over and done with?
Daishinkan and the Army King's pardon mean nothing. Last I checked, I'm the new pharaoh around here, not you.
The title which, in my opinion, you don't deserve. Huh? Where did we land now? This wasn't here before 3 months ago, was it?
Off Strinesburg Castle. It's been part of the Astral Chaos for centuries. May I remind you we're not here to sights. Let us continue, shall we?
Let's finish this. I'll ask one more time, ready to give up?
Do you take me for a damn fool? I didn't surrender to you 5 years ago. I didn't 3 weeks ago in Greece. I sure as hell won't surrender to you here either.
An answer I had expected. Perhaps this is how it's always been between you and I. If we are to do this all the way through, we do it.
As brothers, like we always have, from 12,000 years ago to now.
What the hell just happened?
Are you three okay? That violent shaking and thunderclap came out of nowhere. That didn't happen when all three of us were training for you and Venoms.
We're okay. What the hell was that power?
That must have came from Apep and Anubis.
If their power reacted that violently, then that means...
They both awoken Northwind Evolution at the same time.
At the same time?
Holy fucking shit.
It almost rivals to Aviv-Paradox and Aviv-Paradox. But is it enough to beat them?
There's one way to find out. We're heading down there to see for ourselves.
Did we? Is this?
I can't believe it. We actually did it. We both just pulled the impossible. Yet again.
How did you even know we were going to awaken this new form at the same time anyway?
Because we both been at each other's throats for so long, and we both had Northwind. I suppose this result was inevitable. I kinda knew this was going to happen. Seeing Northwinds ever evolve. In my case, anyway.
Yeah, seeing we've been known each other for about 20,000 years. Haha.
Holy shit, Apep. That was fucking intense. And that form. That power.
Are you really that surprised, Venom? Same thing happened when I fought you. It should be no question that my power was ever evolving. Northwind Evolution is just another tool in my arsenal.
Your power. It's a lot higher than before. It almost rivals against Aviv and Aviv-Paradox.
This is the first time Apep and I fought seriously in 5 years. Back then, our power weren't evenly matched. But now, thanks to the training with Beerus I had 3 weeks prior, I was more than prepared. He was originally supposed to train with our mother, but seeing she was under the weather for the past few weeks, I was the only person who had Northwind Apep Lilith in Salazar. Also, we defeated Oedipus Rex in this very place 3 months ago. It's like the Astral Chaos remembered us both from that encounter.
Okay, but will this be enough? Do we have enough power to defeat the Darkia Empire? And Aviv-Paradox?
As far as Aviv, I'll be the one to fight him, since I fought him once already, 12,000 years ago. Only difference, back then, he was Apep, not Aviv-Paradox like he calls himself now, as he'll more than likely come for me, as he's Apep's old mindset, but modernized.
He'll more than likely go after Khonshu as well, since Khonshu was the one who sealed me. Hassim and Shahir. He won't remember Lilith, as she was already dead by then.
And as for Aviv-Paradox?
I'm fighting him first. He wants a closer glimpse of the form we all attained. Then from there it's all three of us. According to him when he fought me a few weeks ago.
Okay. Now two.
Don't tell me. You sense them again.
I do. But. What? No. 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 It can't be.
Okay, that's quite the reaction.
Did you forget Daniel's fought Aviv-Paradox more times than you? You wouldn't know what true fear feels like as you never experienced it yourself. All you ever done was inflict it onto others just to benefit your...
Do not finish that sentence. I am not an idiot. I'm aware of everything you just said. I wasn't born yesterday. For once in your life, don't make this about you. Yet you wonder why you make an ass out of yourself when you don't have a fucking clue of what you're talking about.
Do you even know what PTSD even is? How it even affects a person like Daniel?
Of course I know what PTSD is. What kind of damn question is that? I'm not as clueless as you and Nephies make me out to be. So if I were you, shut it. Your smart aleck remarks are starting to piss me off. And I'm not about to cause a scene in front of Daniel and Venom because you don't know when to shut that big mouth of yours. Keep testing my patience. I'll just take Northwind from you again, like I did 3 weeks ago. Stand there, shut it. Don't say a fucking word unless me, Venom, or Daniel say otherwise. Am I clear?
Fine. No need to have an attitude about it.
Fuck you.
It's over. It's all over. We are done for.
Can someone calm him the fuck down before I lose my sanity? I can't even think with that screaming.
Daniel, relax, breathe, okay? I know you're scared of Aviv-Paradox. Freaking out like this won't solve anything. We can't plan what we're going to do with just screaming.
Huff. 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 Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just... I sense him again. And his power has skyrocketed. He's just now gotten way stronger now. He must have sensed Apep and Anubis power. How does he do it? How does that bastard keep knowing how?
This doesn't come as a surprise. Aviv-Paradox said he would train as well. It's clear he takes me and my empire as a threat. Then again, we already knew that. The second he aligned himself with the Roman Pantheon.
No, this is different, Apep. Feel it. Try to sense his power. Tell me what you think. This is way different than he told you. This power feels like a mixture of a Northwind and a combined symbiote.
So that's why they took me and Venom's symbiotes. Well fucking played, you Darkian fuck. This must be their variation of Northwind Evolution, or what they think will match it. Come on, dude.
Apep, do you have any books that talks about the sacred purple gem?
We don't keep records of otherworldly artifacts at the Pharaoh's archives, but the one in Astralis might. Why?
What if me, you, Daniel, and Lilith and Omshi go there and try to find the book about the sacred purple gem? It might help us know more about it. We already know what it can do. Beside of it to grant wishes, we can find out what else it can do. That way, we can understand how they do what they do. What do you say, Pep?
There's one member of the Qurashi that was once an alchemist in the Isle of Sky years ago. And she's marked sex, and she's currently Davina's secretary.
Iki Qurashi. Davina's twin sister. Of course. Why didn't we think of that before?
I don't really like involving the Qurashi Royal Family in Hell Abithia's affairs. They can be a bit hard to work with, even if it's something small.
If she can help us find the book about the sacred purple gem, then we need to go to her. It's the only way we know how to win this thing, and know what else the purple gem can do.
If Apep won't do it, I will. Me, you, Abomashi and Daniel will go there, as I've been partners with them the longest since I was Pharaoh.
I highly doubt you, Anubis, or Obama, she will find anything significant at the Qurashi Royal Family's residence. as most of the royals that knew anything upped and left. But if he can provide at least something, I'm all for it. But I won't be tagging along as I have to summon Hanzo for something I need to talk with you two about whenever you're done finding whatever he provides, and wherever that may lead to.
Okay, then let's do it.
Anubis, Venom, Abomashi, what are you three doing here?
We don't mean to intrude your majesty, but is your sister Iki around? We need to speak with her about something.
Yeah, let me grab her real quick.
Okay. Thanks, Divina.
You three called for me.
Yes, ma'am. We need to ask you if you have any books about the sacred purple gem, Iki.
Describe this gem if you would, as there are many sacred gems out there in the world, so I know which one you're talking about.
It's purple, 30 by 20 in diameter, looks gigantic when put on an altar.
From that description, that sounds like a gem that was used by two brothers that were part of an old monarchy in Latveria 5,000 years ago.
Yes, that's the one.
There were 3 books made on it. One of the brothers had the other 2 destroyed. Luckily, the last one still exists in the Qurashi's private library. Follow me.
This book on the purple gem. Do we even know what it looks like, or who it was written by?
No. Until Venom asked Apep in the Astral Chaos, I didn't know there were even any books about it. Let alone 3. As Iki just told us. The other 2 were destroyed. Which I assume, by Jupiter, since the Darkia Empire are officially part of the Roman Pantheon now.
So what should we do now?
Wait for Qurashi to come out with a book about the gem, then go from there.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's hope the book will give us the answers.
I believe this is the gem you're referring to.
The Latvian Emperor's amethyst. That's the same one that Aviv-Paradox has in his possession.
Yes, that's it.
Do you mind if we borrow this, Iki?
It's yours. That book was collecting dust for God knows how long.
Thank you, Iki. We're taking this back to Helvetia. Apep, Lilith and Saphira are gonna get a kick out of this.
Where in the hell did you 3 find that?
Qurashi Royal City. It was in their private library this entire time. Now we know the official name of it. The Latvian Emperor's amethyst.
That was in the Qurashi's library this whole time, and we didn't know about it. How could I be such an idiot? I'm chuffed that the purple gem that's sitting at Rexon Manor is the exact same one that the 2 brothers of a long-gone monarchy from Latveria had fought over 5,000 years ago.
Wait. This handwriting. I know this. I know who wrote this. It can't be.
That handwriting belongs to Darkia. What is that doing there?
He must have wrote this years ago. Let's open this book. Shall we?
We shall. We may finally get some answers of this Latvian gem's true capabilities aside from what we already know.
Okay. It says here, from Darkia himself. After defeating the Darkia Empire, I was able to blast them to time at once. However, what I did not know was that they went into the year where my first bloodline of the Firestorm Wolf is born. So on my travels, I decided to see what the sacred purple gem could do. I already know that it can grant any wishes. However, that's not the only thing it could do, as it showed me many dimensions and the multiverse, and time and space. It has the power to see anything, and I mean everything or anything. It can look into a past or future. It can look into what a person is doing right now. It has massive dark energy in the purple gem. It has massive positive and negative energy in there. And as I keep looking through the gem, it has the power to destroy worlds, planets, and kingdoms. And it can make every god fall into fear. However, as I dig deeper, I realized that when Aviv-Paradox had the gem, he used it for the time being to travel other worlds in the multiverse. And he had fought and killed a lot of people. Even lots of versions of Snake Apep from different timelines and worlds. I now know that the purple gem is too much of a danger to have. So, I decided to seal it in the realms of the gods. So Aviv-Paradox won't ever get it again. However, it's only a matter of time. And whoever finds this, Daniel, Apep, Venom, everyone, I was able to use the purple gem to see your world. Please, stop Aviv-Paradox at all cost. He can't win. From Darkia.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did I just hear that right? Aviv-Paradox killed every version of me in the multiverse, regardless if I was still evil or not.
By the fucking gods.
And it's not all. It says here, Darkia tried so many times to destroy the purple gem but it did no damage. It cannot be destroyed or anything. The power of the purple gem has no limit, which is why I seal it away in the realms of the gods. And it also says that Darkia looked through the purple gem and saw a world where Aviv-Paradox had been into, and he fought a version of Apep that was way stronger, and more evil, and powerful than you, Apep. And Aviv-Paradox managed to kill him and drain his power.
So in other words, Aviv-Paradox lived the battle we're training for thousands of times and was victorious.
Why did he wait so long to come to this timeline? What do I have that the other Apeps didn't?
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to ask the same question. What does Apep here have the other ones did not?
That's not as easy as you think, guys. It says here that. Oh god. Oh my god.
What? What does it say?
Take a fucking look.
You can't be serious. He traveled to the time where I fought Kizal 5 years earlier.
And the timeline where you, Anubis, fought Oedipus Rex.
And killed both of them. Even Oedipus Rex. And he destroyed the Sands of Fate. How is he so strong? It even says here that the reason he did all of this was not to try to find a worthy foe, but he was doing it for sports. For fucking fun.
Darkia, where is he now?
What? Why do you ask?
Aviv-Paradox immortality. It's decreased significantly. When I fought him a few weeks ago, despite him being at 60%, his energy was draining a lot quicker than it should. I thought it was rather odd that his energy was depleting at a rapid rate. We may not be able to kill him right now, but over time, he won't be immortal anymore. It happened to me when I fought Kizal. It's gonna happen to him and his empire. That's why they keep relying on that gem ever since this war started. Because their immortality is going to be gone before they realize it. Which is why I need to seek out Darkia, to let him know that here, their immortality is depleted, and if he can be killed, how do we do it?
Well, I mean he's in the afterlife, in the realms of the gods. It's worth a try to ask him.
Astralis, do you have anything that would be of significance to him? I know which part of Astralis to summon him.
I'm his bloodline, so maybe it could work or something.
No, I'm doing this myself. You've done enough. If Darkia knows something we don't, he'll more than likely tell me. Since I'm a lot more older god than the rest, then he's aware of who I am.
Apep's got a point. If Darkia spent all this time telling us about the Latvian Emperor's amethyst and tell us everything Aviv-Paradox has done, he obviously wants to tell Apep something he won't tell the rest of us.
Okay. Just let us know what he says.
This isn't a place I usually tread to for answers, but this is the only place the statue of Arkia rests in Astralis. So, got to do what I must. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd be talking to Arkia the Firestorm Wolf on the ancestral warrior spirit bridge in Astralis of all places. If Arkia has something to reveal, it's gonna be right here and now. You have my full attention, Arkia. I am in front of your statue on the ancestral warrior spirit bridge in Astralis if you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Snake Titan.
We found your book on the Latverian Emperor's amethyst. It was in the possession of the Qurashi Royal Family. Let's talk business.
Yes, we shall. I am amazed that you found my book. So you know about the purple gem and Aviv-Paradox so far?
I have. Just a few questions. Why is Aviv-Paradox going through all this trouble to kill me in every timeline in the multiverse? Regardless if I was in my old mindset or not. Do I really pose that much of a threat to him?
No. He's doing it for fun. And try to find the right version of Apep to match him. He wanted a fair and even fight. And to get more power and stronger. That's why he kills and steals every version of Apep's power.
Then explain why he made a clone of how I used to be 12,000 years ago, and even goes as far as to call it his brother.
What? That's shocking. But I think I may have a clue as to why he has this. Aviv-Paradox.
Care to elaborate, Arkia?
I think he must have got tired of killing Apeps over and over again. I mean, he still does it, but he wanted to try something else. He was impressed by the old version of you and how evil you were. So he must have thought of having his own Apep to join in his kingdom. And that is Aviv-Paradox.
Just like Oedipus. Oh yeah, his father, Jupiter, and his two daughters, Lucina and Discordia, are with them now too.
Yeah, and I fear that Aviv-Paradox has gotten more powerful than before. Even Aviv-Paradox. It's gotten to the point that I can sense what Aviv-Paradox is doing. Ever since he got Aviv-Paradox, he's been taking him to other worlds in the multiverse to kill a bunch of versions of you again, to get stronger, and to steal their power.
When I fought Aviv-Paradox recently, I don't know if I'm the only one that noticed it. His mortality's dwindling, but slowly. His power was decreasing at a rapid rate, similar how mine did when I fought Kizao when I was in that form, crafted by the Eraser Jin's power, which suggests one thing: his immortality won't last for much longer. It happened to me. It's going to happen to him. When that time comes, how do we kill him?
Oh, that. I hate to break it to you, Apep, but that was a trick.
If we can't kill him, then how do we end his tyranny? If we can, I for one sure hell am not sending him to Mahabane, as he'll eventually escape like me, Dialga and Denwen. So that place won't work. We need something else as far as his prison. Should we need to resort to that?
Let me think. There's one thing we could do.
And what would that be?
We banish him in the spirit realm. That place is big enough and strong enough to keep him there. Not for a long time though. Just a few years. Like 10 or 20 years. But it's enough to be prepared for when he returns. Only problem. It takes time to get him there, to the spirit realm. Due to how powerful he is. So here's my idea. Wait out until the spirit realm is strong enough to hold him. If you have a final battle down the line. Not this one that's about to happen with you, Daniel and Venom. But down the line, then it should be good. But only for that to work is if he's weakened. So you will have to fight him when the time comes. and wishing him there won't work, because with a purple gem, he put like some sort of lock, that if anything involves with him with a wish, like say, if you wish to take his powers away, or make him mortal, or something like that, it won't work. Cause he wished for the purple gem to have that lock away.
The gem won't be needed, as it'll be in the Astral Chaos by the time that happens. I know he'll have a replica of the original once it's in the Astral Chaos. There's a technique that was performed in Universe 7 by an old martial arts master when he fought a demon king eons ago. But we're not using a jar for it like he did.
What are you talking about?
Mafuba, aka the evil containment wave.
Whoa! What?
You heard me. We're using the evil containment wave to seal both him and Aviv in the spirit world when we duel them again.
I see. That could work. But still, even if you can do it without having them being weakened, you still need to have them weakened just in case. Because if they are weakened, it will take longer for them to get out of their prison. Like I said, for about 10 or 20 years, due to how powerful they are, and plus, they won't just go quietly when you try to avenge them. You have to face them in combat. That's how much of a danger Aviv-Paradox and Aviv-Paradox are. Just trust me on this, and when they do break out one day years later, you and everyone will be prepared. Promise me that.
That's why I have Khonsu as one of my advisors. Using Mafuba was his idea.
Good. Remember what I said, Apep.
I will. That's why I seek you out. So we have some strategy of how to put him away, even if it's for a decade or two.
Thank you, Apep. I am really proud of you and what you have become, Apep. Unlike the other Apeps Aviv-Paradox has killed, you have changed for the better. You have my total respect from me. All I can say is, be careful out there. Get that purple gem away from Aviv-Paradox. And if you need to use the purple gem for anything important, the choice is yours. Just don't become corrupted by its power too much, like with Aviv-Paradox. And before I go, I should mention one thing about Aviv-Paradox.
And what's that?
Due to how many Apeps he has killed, and taking their powers, not to mention their DNA, and even before he became the King of Darkness. I hate to say it, Apep, but Aviv-Paradox is your half-brother.
Wouldn't be the first time a family secret was hidden. Nephthys did the same, and look at me now.
Yes, but it's more than that. For all I can say is, you can talk to your mother about that. She has all the answers she knows. Cause I was used to be friends with her years ago, and she used to marry to this King of Darkness. And both of them had 2 kids, the King of Light, and the King of Darkness, Aviv-Paradox. If anyone knows about that whole half-brother thing with Aviv-Paradox, it's her.
I'll touch base on her when that time comes. I won't keep you for much longer, Akya. You can rest now. I know what I must do.
Thank you, Apep. Please give me this sword. I have faith in you all.
Venom, you and Daniel come to Astralis, and make sure of them as she is with you. All 3 of you are gonna want to hear this.
Right away, Pep. We are coming.
I got you by the balls now, you darkened fuck. I may not be able to kill you, but seal you like Khonsu did me. I sure as fuck can. Let's see. We have a few things to unravel. First thing is, we can't kill him, but we can seal him away for a decade or 2. But he has to be weakened enough for the place in mind to hold him.
So in other words, we have to fight him again? Oh great.
If it's the only way, count me in. What else did Darkia say?
We finally have an explanation in terms of Avid's creation. Part of it I already knew, as it was the same reason Oedipus tried to start war with Azteca 3 months ago. But the other part is quite interesting.
What do you mean?
You know how Nephthys kept the fact that Anubis was my brother? Well, she did the same in terms of Aviv-Paradox and his brother, who he savagely murdered. If there was a worst mother of all time lord, Nephthys fits that bill to a T.
What? Aviv-Paradox and his brother were mothered by Nephthys.
Wait, what?
What in the holy fuck? So that means Apep and Aviv-Paradox are...
Unfortunately, yes, my half-brother.
How can this fucking be?
Wish I had the answers. This is a reason why I have limited interaction with Nephthys, because that woman keeps popping out children like it's some kind of bargain sale. I swear, she drives me up the fucking wall. Why can't she keep her fucking legs closed just once in her godforsaken life?
We need to talk to your mother about this and see what she knows. But anyway, what else did Darkia say?
Well, this wasn't anything he said, but there is a specific technique we're going to use to seal him and Aviv in the spirit world. As Consul brought this to me in private a while ago.
What technique did he suggest?
The same one that put away Demon King Piccolo in Universe 7. The evil containment way.
We are gonna use that. That can work. But will it hold him?
They have to be weakened enough for the spirit world to hold them for a decade or two, according to Darkia anyway.
Just a decade? Just a decade? So they can break out when that time comes.
That's about 10-20 years max. Not the answer you or Daniel were looking for, but at least it's something. Even if it's temporary.
So, what do we do for the time being if they will be locked away for 20 years?
We train our bodies to the bone leading up to their eventual return. It's temporary until we find somewhere that can hold them permanently. But sealing them shouldn't be our focus right now. It's fighting them and the Darkia Empire, plus those 3 Roman dipshits they have with them.
Okay. So what now, Pep? Do we still talk to your mother about Aviv-Paradox being your half-brother?
It's best we don't force it, as Nephthys is a very complicated person to have maternal discussions with. Lilith tried that, and Nephthys dodged her for months.
Okay. Wait. What about Xathra?
Xathra usually doesn't involve himself in anything regarding Nephthys, and rightfully so. He only does what he has to do in regards to Apep and Lilith. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. But Khonshu might know something, since she and Khonshu have been married for a long time.
Okay. Then let's ask him, guys.
That won't be needed. I heard your entire conversation. I've been aware of her infidelity with other suitors for quite some time now. The fact that Aviv-Paradox and the other brother who he savagely murdered are her sons do not surprise me. I've seen and heard it all. I've contested her actions countless times over the years. At the end, Nephthys will do what she always does. There's nothing we can do about it.
Okay. Let's just hope Aviv-Paradox do not go after her.
Since you're here, Venom, do you know anyone that's a green hedgehog, by any chance?
Green hedgehog? Yeah. If you mean my old friend Dante, yes. I have not seen him in a while. Why?
I just got done visiting Kizal at Mount Catherine, and the green hedgehog was there, and it was the first time I seen him. Just figured I'd clear this just in case you weren't aware. And he's gonna be there for a while. Till he figures out how to control a certain werewolf form, if I said that right.
Wait. What the fuck did you say?
Yeah, he's currently staying with Kizal at Mount Catherine. He's been staying there since Mount Catherine is the highest mountain range of all of Azteca, and since her village sits on its peak, the moon never reaches her village. So Dante can sleep well at night.
And what is she doing with Dante?
He must be under Kizal's tutelage. She's the head priestess of the order. Has been since Anubis was pharaoh. She may be the daughter of Isis, but don't let her innocent demeanor fool you. She's a fierce warrior that can take it up even with the most baddest of them all. She even fought me at one point, all by herself.
But why is he there? If the full moon can't be a problem for him, why is he there?
Kizal specializes in two things, demons, and as a mentor for power control should they need it.
Okay, I see. So what now?
We head back to Helabithia and rest up. We never know what Aviv-Paradox or the Darkia Empire have up their sleeve next.
What? Dr. Alexieva is alive! But I thought she died from CDS during Apep's first reign as Pharaoh following a duel she had.
She's been for the past 5 years, ever since Lord Apep resurrected Helabithia with the Alchemist Hourglass, and has been rebuilding his empire ever since.
He's gotten a lot stronger from what we heard. We all knew he was strong, but not to this extent. But then again, we're talking about one of the most ruthless and feared pharaohs Aztecas ever had, aside from Ra-Ray-Von.
I fought along Dr. Alexieva countless times when she was still one of us. That snake/hybrid form of hers always gave me the creeps. She was a freak of nature. Half of the devils couldn't stand a chance against her. Once she spewed venom at them, they were done for. She probably doesn't have CDS anymore due to that VM she got.
Yeah, she did go out of it once, in that form. It didn't take her long to understand that we don't kill devils unless we were forced to. Darkless, where is Lilith currently?
Helabithia. That's what Azteca's now called, ever since Apep's Pharaoh again.
Wait, what? Apep's Pharaoh again?
How could you not know Apep was Pharaoh again, you demon badass nigga? Have those missions you've been doing in the demon world with that hydro inside your goddamn brain?
Don't look at me, Denji. I'm just as shocked as you.
Enough. I'm going to Helabithia myself to confirm if Dr. Alexieva is indeed alive or not. And if she is, well, I'll have to see if we can form some kind of partnership of sorts. Denji, watch things while I'm there, would you?
That fine ass of yours I will.
Perfect. Dark Chaos Control.
Helabithia. I never get tired of looking at it. Just the way its sand-colored stones reflect off the water. It's just so beautiful.
Hanzo, glad you could join us. You missed quite a lot within the past few weeks.
Hello, Grandfather. Pleasure to see you as always, and care to elaborate on that, as I've been away for the past 3 weeks after that war in Greece.
Well, it pertains to a certain visitor that approached your father Apep when he was retrieving something at the old citadel where Helabithia once stood 12,000 years ago. And he would like to talk to both you and Venom about it.
Is Mother not there with Father and the others?
She's at the Pharaoh's archives at Sphinx Falls. But what she's doing shouldn't be your concern right this second.
If Denwen can find the seal that Elizabeth II had in her possession as quickly as he did within those 3 weeks, let's see if I can find you in the same amount of time. Now, let's see where the fuck you've been hiding all these years, you Edenian slut.
Aswan, what is he doing all the way out there? And that's by Denwen and his order's backyard. Carnage, how far is the S1 forestation from Helabithia?
About 30 minutes to get there, Mother.
Make that 5. We're heading there and dragging Eve by her head and making an example of her. Teota Ashtek.
Reason I had summoned you both to my throne room while Denwen was here. An individual with a black cloak and mask approached me at the citadel where Hell Abithia once stood. 12,000 years ago claimed he knew both of you, and pretty much warned once the war with Denwen starts, he'll be coming for both you and Hanzo.
I knew it would only be a matter of time before he'd show his face again. He was my apprentice years ago. He got too cocky for his britches, so I impaled him with my blade that Shogun's sword God crafted, and he died from that, supposedly. The fact he's now siding with Denwen does not surprise me in the very least.
Who even is he? And how does he know me?
About that, he also claimed that he's your brother, but stated you wouldn't remember him seeing you were only an infant at the time when he left.
Wait, what? How? He must be lying. There's no way. Unless... maybe my sister Judy knows? Maybe. Should I ring her in here? I want to hear it from her if it's true or not.
You know what, that's not a bad idea. Judy, can you join us for a minute?
Yes, Apep? What's going on? Oh, and don't mind my fur color changed. It's something to impress Mark with. And I also changed my name to Elise.
Oh, right. I forgot you were dating my stepson. Forgive me if I get your name wrong unintentionally as me. And Venom been busy. We have something to ask you. If you remember it, that is.
Okay, what is it?
Sis. Do I have a brother?
What? Where did you?
Reason we're asking. Because when Denwen was here recently, an individual with a black cloak and hood visited me at the citadel where Hell Abithia once stood. And he claimed he was Venom's brother, and that Venom wouldn't remember since he left when he was an infant. And he made a vow to come after both Venom and Hanzo. If it's too painful of a memory, I understand. All we need is a name, if he has one.
Sigh. I didn't want to have to tell you this, Venom. But yes, you do have a brother. And his name is John.
I really have a brother. I have a brother. Why the hell did you not tell me about this sooner, sis?
It's hard to explain. It's...
because he and your father had a falling out. Didn't specify as to what the reason was. But he also mentioned he wasn't allowed to return. Said it out of his own mouth when he was under my tutelage at the time.
It's more than that.
Just only telling what he told me, as John was very, very vague about his situation.
Okay. I'll tell you all what happened. It's a long story, so grab a seat.
Proceed.
You see, me and John were very close. When he used to live with us, we had a good life. Mom and Dad loved both of us. By the time Venom was born, we became much happier. My dad too. Everything was great. But 1 year later, my dad decided to train my brother John, so he can take up our dad's role as a protector to our family, and our hometown. And he trained him. But John was not good with his training, and it angered our father. And so he started to beat on him, abused him for being weak. I tried to step in to stop our father, but he also abused me too. My mother also tried to stop him, but she was hit by him too. It'd been happening for 2 years, and by the time I was old enough, I was getting ready to move, and I tried to find my brother John to see if he wanted to come with me. And by the time I found him, I see my father with a sword. He slashed my older brother, and he even stabbed him. And he fell down in the river, where I thought he died. And I didn't know what to do. So I ran, and as for my mother, my dad used some kind of magic on her to wipe her memory about John. And I did not visit them ever since. I only visit you when you are alone, Venom. My little brother. I've been thinking of what happened to John every day. Sigh. I wished I saved him. It's my fault.
No different from how my mother Nephthys treated me. Go figure.
This can't be my father. Our dad. He never would have do that. Would he? No. Sis. Is this true?
It's true. I swear it. I'm sorry.
But what is your brother's goal sighing with Denwen? He isn't sighing with him just for the fuck of it. Unless...
Kill the father and make sure no one survives. As far as John's younger brother, do what you will with him. As long you leave me out of it.
Alright then, I will get my close to the creation.
By the gods, it makes sense now why your parents were killed. On Denwen's orders, he used Ivo as the catalyst so your father's murder wouldn't be traced back to him. Seeing John is Denwen's enforcer, well fucking played, Denwen, you vile Snake Titan bastard.
Elaborate on what you mean, Apep.
Right after Hanzo discarded him, John hightailed to Akamshire, a rundown village in the middle of northwestern Azteca, and the base of operations of Snake Titan Denwen and his order, and who was Denwen's head scientist at that time, Ivo Robotnik himself. What happened to your father and you in regards to the Beast of Destruction? All of that was done on Denwen's orders, while he was rotting in Mahabane for 70,000 years, knowing if it came back to him, no one in Azteca would believe a word, seeing Denwen was already dead and gone.
It was Denwen all along. That fucking bastard.
Apep. May I make a request?
Depends what that may be. Proceed.
Since you brought me back to life, can you bring our mother back to life, please? She had nothing to do with John abuse. As I said before, she tried to stop our father. And our father wiped her memory. But since she was in the afterlife, she fully remembers. Our dad is in hell. Can you bring back our mother? Please.
Not sure if Venom told you, but for us to even revive you in the first place, we had to get the permission of two specific people. Isis, Azteca's goddess of resurrection, and Tronu, who's the Kaioshin who's in charge of the security and stability of Astralis. Isis is willing to be more lenient than Tronu. Take it from us as that's what we had to do when it came to reviving it.
I see. I just want our mother to have a second chance. Reviving your mother won't be necessary, as she's already alive. Has been for a while. Wait, what?
Since when she was alive?
Ever since she was under my protection, as she's requested to visit Helibithia for a while, whenever she wanted to meet, you and Apep were either gone or busy. Betty? You can come up now.
Hello, my kids. Elise. Venom. It's been a while. You're all grown up. I missed you both, Mother. It really is you.
I can't believe it. Mom.
I must take my leave, as I have other duties to attend to. And Apep, do take care of her, would you?
Fear not, bastard. She's in good hands. We'll make her feel right at home, even though we're thousands of miles away from Qurashi Royal City.
So you must be Apep, right?
Yes, the current pharaoh of Helibithia, and the person your son Venom's been working for the past 10 months.
That was for beating my son's ass, you Arab fuck. How dare you lay your hand on my boy?
Okay, I deserve that. I wouldn't recommend doing that in front of Lilith.
I don't really care about that. Just so you know, that was for my son.
Mom, calm down. It was a long time ago. We are cool now.
I'm even more shocked Apep didn't jump into Northwind 2 after you did that. You've really changed for the better.
Oh, shut it, true Noah! You're not so innocent yourself with that gossiping you were doing with Nephis 5 years ago and Lilith caught you both in the act. So with all due respect, shut the fuck up!
And you're still an asshole. Just promise me you won't pick fights with my son anymore, Apep. Understand?
I think being a grandmother should be more your concern than me picking fights, as I'm not the same Apep from 12,000 years ago, you know.
Good. And I also heard Venom has kids. Congrats, Venom, my boy. I am so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom.
And Lise, I heard you're dating the God of Thunder too. Nice. But don't let him have kids with you. Ha 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 ha.
Mother, stop it. It's not like that. Don't embarrass me here.
One question, Apep. Has Lilith been taking Northwind DNA from you like she usually does?
Not for the past 30 days. Why?
Not sure if this is true. But apparently she found a new source to cure CDS. A certain red symbiote.
She? What?
Hold up. Did you say red symbiote?
There's only one symbiote that matches that description. She just recently gave Mach a piece of it to fight Denwen. And now she's using it to cure CDS. Is Lilith insane? Does she not realize that symbiote murdered thousands of people in the mortal world alone?
Carnage. But that's impossible. She gave Carnage to Mark. Unless...
the rest of the symbiote must stay in the syringe she injected Mark with.
We need to get to her right now. Who knows what she will do with a Carnage symbiote?
That felt good. Thanks for that Carnage. She had that coming for a long time, since she ruined my first marriage.
No problem, Mother. I'm glad to help out. So I guess you decided to keep me forever?
Yes, now CDS is no longer in my system. Living with that disease was absolute torture. Turned my skin serpentine from head to toe. I refuse to let it claim my life again. Not after how it drove Apep mad when I perished in his arms the first time.
Yeah, since I'm within you. But that cost it changed your fur from white to red. And your dress too. Hope you like the new look, Mother.
Honestly, the dark red and black suits Mark better than it does me. The white suits me just as better. If I can find my old kimono I used to wear back in my socialite days, I can find a way to implement you on its design. You're what I wish Hasim and Shahir. Full-blooded demon to the bone. As let's be real, we're both demons. In our own right.
Correct. Wish you'd never see me as a son. As I see you as a mother.
I already do, dear boy. The second you saved my life.
No problem. And what about Kevin?
Let Kevin rot. He was far too weak for what I originally had planned. He was only a means to an end. He was a killer, not a demon like you and me. I only set him free, so I could have you to myself. Demons should be with other demons, not a weak shell that doesn't even provide half the work. Am I right?
Jeez, I mean, honestly, when I was grounded with him, he is crazy, which made me make him crazy too. But deep down, it was not his fault. I sensed his good self within him, and I feel sad for him. Because he was abused by his father since he was a kid, and because of that, he had dissociative identity disorder, which caused him to go crazy. I thought I could bring his good side back when I bounded with him, but his madness was too strong for me, and you know the rest, and I still think there's good in him.
Let's worry less about him and more on us. I'm grateful for you and what you did for me. I sincerely mean that. I know semiotes like you aren't used to affection. It's my way of showing appreciation.
Thanks. Mother, I need to learn more about these emotions, and your world, and all. There's much I need to learn.
One step at a time. Now, my former best friend is now dead. Care to celebrate over some wine? As I'm oblivious in what beverages symbiotes like you consume aside from brains of their victims.
Sure thing, Mother. I never had wine before, but I will be glad to taste it.
Good. His bloody decapitated head should be more than enough warning to what happens to those who think they can cross me and live unscathed. Let us go, dear boy.
Venom and Isis. Get Apep down here immediately. Eve is dead. Her head's on the forest floor. I think our worst fears confirmed. She has the Carnage symbiote with her, and there's no telling what she'll do now she has it in her possession.
Wait, what the fuck?
There's a pool of blood where her head is on the forest floor. We need to come up with an intervention and fast, otherwise Helibithia and the other god realms are in serious trouble.
What was it you told me last week? While I drove that ex-pharaoh's son insane? You know what I am? It's clear now that you don't, Emperor of Darkness.
I know exactly what you are. You're a demon. I know a lot of you demons, as I faced millions of them before. I even went into hell and killed them all, so I know what you are, demon.
Since I didn't get the chance to introduce myself the week prior, I'll do so now. The name's Denwen. I was Azteca's God of Chaos, 70,000 years ago, when Raven was pharaoh. Perhaps I should thank you for proving Traitorous was too weak for what I originally had in mind, which is why I decided to go with Plan B.
What? So you're not a demon? Didn't see that one coming. But still, does not surprise me. And I guess you're gonna say you don't fear us? Well, we don't fear you either, or your new order you're making.
So you know I plan to burn Azteca to ashes once your little war with them is done.
Yes. But you will stay out of our way, for now. As we have unfinished business with them and Daniel the Firestorm Wolf. Once we have our time with them, you can have yours as well with them. Until then, they are mine and the Darkia Empire's to deal with. And I don't care if you have the strongest poison venom in the whole universe. We handled stuff like that before. Cause I wish for the purple gem on all of us once, when we were still mortal. I wish for the purple gem to make all of us be poisoned to the most powerful snake venom or poison in the universe. The most powerful and strongest poison that will turn our bodies to ash and destroy our bodies. And it did hurt. For a while. But thanks to the darkness it makes us stronger. And it made us worthy to be immortal and to be the king of darkness and ruler of the Darkia Empire.
I care very little what you and Aviv do to that firestorm wolf. As is your problem. Good luck. As you, Aviv, and those Rex ons are gonna need it. Seeing Anubis is now part of his empire. When you get your asses handed to you, which it will, just know I told you in advance.
We shall see about that. Not after we have a trick up our sleeve.
What the hell was that about?
It seems we have a competition of a new empire of Snake Titan Denwen.
Denwen? Name doesn't ring a bell. Must have been someone from Azteca's past. Anyway, our new forms for the confrontation with Apep's empire is finished. Me and Jupiter worked around the clock to make sure it turned out the way we wanted.
Good. But I need to have a word with you for a moment. Something important of Aviv-Paradox.
And that would be what?
When Denwen was here, he said that we would lose. But he's wrong. But he is also right.
Right about what?
that we would lose.
If Apep and his newly acclaimed empire think I'm gonna let them kill me as easily like Anubis and Khonsu did last time, they are sadly mistaken.
They don't kill you. I should know. And I know that we may in fact lose.
How did you?
I look through the sacred purple gem. I look into the future. We do in fact lose. No matter what we try, we did lose. But we also gave them a hard fight, and almost killed Apep. But they always have their tricks up their sleeves. I'm not too proud of it either.
What are we supposed to do then, if losing's inevitable?
We train some more, and we are going to the purple gem. Cause in the future vision through the gem, they managed to seal the purple gem away. However, we can be prepared when that happens. I wish in the purple gem to make a clone version of the gem. Some kind of dark emerald that can make us stronger and help us in any way.
Very well. Come the confrontation. Anubis is mine, as I have an old score to settle with it.
While you were fighting Apep and Venom, I had a new member in our empire. More like we made him. Let me bring him out now. Zordon, report to me.
Remind me again how this is supposed to help us against the Apep's empire.
We are going to have him spy on them. Watch every move the Empire of Northwind are doing. And also killing one of the gods there. They won't see him coming. Not while he has a few tricks up his sleeves. So go after them, Zordon. Now. Yes, Master.
That Aviv-Paradox knows how to talk his mouth off, and apparently they know we're gonna burn Azteca to the ground once their war is done. So them interfering won't be a concern for us.
Yes, they are full of pride, but they are very dangerous and smart. So what should we do, my lord?
Leave them. Apep and his empire are going to end up defeating them anyway. Long they don't stand in our way once everything's prepared.
My lord, what should we do in the meantime?
Just the person I was about to call. Any update on Ivo or Sikudum yet?
The doctor is alive, and he has Azteca released from his prison. They are in. They want to join with us.
That didn't take them long. As far as I go, is justified. Seeing what Apep and Venom did to him in Verona, following up with Darkia decapitating him in Mahabane. Anything else before we head back to Okamtaya?
Well, I used my force vision to see what was going on in Azteca. It seems that Venom, Apep, Anubis, and Denn will unlock the next stage of Northwind. True Northwind, my lord.
Only Apep has access to that. Unless Northwind Evolution.
Right. Northwind Evolution. My dad, my lord. But Venom, Denn, Anubis, and Apep unlock Northwind Evolution.
Only one that doesn't is the person who slew my brother, the Alda, back the Nautikov. But don't let your guard down when engaging him.
I won't, my lord. So what should we do now, my lord? Apep and them have gotten stronger, so what should we do?
Now Elizabeth II seal on me is gone. We have full access to Azteca when the time comes. In the meantime, we bide our time until their war with the Darkia Empire is done. I believe we are done here.
Core. This is Darkless. Contact Case Nightwind and Zenus Hydroman. Tell them they have a new mission and to report to Mahabane immediately.
Let Kays and Zennies sit this one out. Blackheart and I got it covered. Just tell us where you want us to be.
Tiara. because you were lackluster for the past 2 missions, which is why I am enlisting you and Blackheart at the place. We are going to Alabithia, as there's a specific symbol that we need to dispose of, and Aviv-Paradox, as he threatens the Demon World Fabric, a threat that needs to be eliminated immediately.
Acknowledge. Call me when you're ready to take the fight to Aviv.
That's unreal. Demon King Darkus out.
So, Priestess, what do we do with these? 2 pathetic excuses of lackeys that were under our service?
Leave them. Core and one of them low-class octogram demon lords will collect them later. They'll be unbothered in this cathedral. Let that be a lesson to never underestimate the head priestess of Marhabane and the second in command of the Shadow Spirit Squadron. With that being said, we have other duties to attend to. Demansha Ashtek.
Who in the 5 corners of Marhabane are you?
It's funny you mentioned Marhabane, as you were my prisoner the second you let it at my front door.
Me? Your prisoner? Ha! Your prattle isn't intimidating in the very least. Disperse, demon. Otherwise, I'll hakai you into oblivion.
Take your best shot. Apep number 2. Unless you're still as one as this from 12,000 years ago. What comes and killed your sorry ass?
For that little insult, you're dead.